The ongoing saga involving Kian Rock, Blueface, and their son, Chrisean Jr. has been a relentless whirlwind of controversy, speculation, and public scrutiny for nearly 2 years. Since Kian announced her pregnancy with Jr., the drama has only intensified, with no signs of resolution. The situation has now reached a new low, with Blueface reportedly spiraling behind bars over Jr.'s health issues, which were thrust into the spotlight after viral videos and online commentary from self-proclaimed medical experts suggested the toddler may be completely blind. This diagnosis, coupled with rampant speculation about fetal alcohol syndrome due to Kian's behavior during pregnancy, has fueled a firestorm of criticism, blame, and public discourse. Meanwhile, Kian's apparent focus on new romantic entanglements rather than her son's health has only added to the chaos, leaving many questioning whether Jr. will ever receive the care and attention he needs. The saga began when Kian, then pregnant with Jr., became a frequent guest on podcasts and creator videos, often seen drinking heavily and smoking, despite her visible pregnancy. For those unfamiliar with Kian or Blueface prior to this period, her actions during this time were shocking. Observers noted her casual disregard for the potential impact of her habits on her unborn child. In one particularly memorable instance, Kian was seen on a FaceTime call, full-term pregnant, smoking a joint without hesitation. When questioned about the risks to her baby, she brushed off the concerns, seemingly unperturbed. This behavior sparked widespread speculation that Jr.'s health issues, now evident, could be linked to fetal alcohol syndrome, a condition caused by alcohol consumption during pregnancy. The rumors gained traction as Jr.'s condition became more apparent, with many pointing to Kian's actions as a likely cause. Blueface, currently incarcerated, has been vocal about his frustration, particularly regarding Jr.'s diagnosis. From behind bars, he has taken to social media to vent, blaming Kian for their son's health problems. In a post on X, he wrote, "My son not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off." This wasn't the first time he publicly called her out, but the recent viral videos of Jr. appearing disoriented and staring into space have reignited his anger. The clips, which show the 18-month-old seemingly unresponsive, have prompted a flood of opinions online, with many expressing concern for the child's well-being. Blueface's outrage, however, seems to do little to address the situation constructively, as he remains focused on pointing fingers rather than advocating for solutions. The speculation about Jr.'s health didn't start with the viral videos. Even before his birth, those close to Blueface raised alarms. His mother, Chrisean, and his manager, Whack 100, both spoke out about their concerns, urging Kian to take her pregnancy more seriously. Chrisean, in particular, emphasized the need for early intervention, suggesting that Jr.'s health should be thoroughly evaluated to catch any issues early. She stressed that the focus should be on the child, not on personal disputes or public perception. Whack 100 echoed this sentiment, noting that Kian's refusal to acknowledge criticism as anything other than trolling was hindering progress. Yet, Kian remained defiant, often dismissing the concerns as attacks on her character rather than legitimate worries about her son. The situation has also drawn commentary from controversial figures like Charleston White, who made tasteless jokes about Jr.'s health and placed bets on the outcome of Kian and Blueface's relationship. White's remarks, including a $5,000 wager that their child would be born with disabilities and a side bet that Jr. wouldn't make it, were met with widespread condemnation. Despite the backlash, Kian appeared unmoved, doubling down on her denial with statements like, "No weapon formed against Jr. shall prosper." To many, this response seemed to trivialize the gravity of her son's condition, suggesting she was more concerned with maintaining her public image than addressing his needs. Instead of focusing on Jr.'s health, Kian has shifted her attention to a new relationship with NCAA star Titan Newton. The couple has been unapologetically public, with Kian posting videos of them kissing and flaunting their romance online. The move has sparked mixed reactions. Some fans support her decision to move on from Blueface, who has a history of disrespecting her, while others criticize her for prioritizing a new relationship over her son's care. Comments like, "Why can't she just focus on herself and her child?" and "Junior's somewhere meowing and looking into space while she's worried about being posted with a college athlete," reflect the frustration of those who believe Kian's priorities are misaligned. Many predict the relationship will fizzle out once Blueface is released, with some giving it less than 90 days before Chrisean returns to her tumultuous cycle with Blueface. Blueface has yet to comment directly on Kian's new relationship, but his mother, Chrisean, has taken it upon herself to speak on his behalf. In a surprising twist, Chrisean celebrated Kian's move, suggesting it frees Blueface to pursue other prospects, namely Megan Thee Stallion. Chrisean's comments were nothing short of bizarre, as she expressed hope that Chrisean would get pregnant yesterday to seal her new relationship and claimed Blueface no longer has feelings for her. She went as far as to predict that Blueface and Megan Thee Stallion would rekindle an alleged past romance, citing their shared history as part of the 2018 XXL freshman class. Chrisean even posted collages of Blueface and Megan, tagging them and referring to Megan as her new daughter-in-law. Her Instagram story, which read, "My son is predicted to marry the Stallion in 2026, set off a firestorm of reactions, with Megan's fans, known as hotties, swiftly rejecting the idea. Comments like, "Megan don't want a bum," and "Chrisean is so delusional," flooded the internet, with many pointing out that Megan is currently in a relationship and unlikely to entertain Blueface. The claim of a past connection between Blueface and Megan Thee Stallion stems from a resurfaced episode of The Jason Lee Show, where Blueface hinted at a romantic encounter 6 years ago when both were rising stars. While the timeline aligns with their shared XXL freshman class experience, the idea of a rekindled romance seems far-fetched, especially given Megan's established career and personal life. Chrisean's fixation on this narrative appears to be more about stirring the pot than reflecting reality, further complicating an already convoluted situation. Amid the noise of new relationships and old flames, Junior's health remains the most pressing issue, yet it continues to be overshadowed. The viral videos of him staring blankly have raised serious questions about his condition, with online speculation pointing to blindness and possible developmental delays. While these armchair diagnoses are far from definitive, they highlight the public's concern and the lack of clear action from his parents. Kian's refusal to acknowledge Junior's issues publicly or seek visible help has only fueled the criticism. Instead of addressing the concerns head-on, she has leaned into her new relationship, leaving many to wonder if she's avoiding the reality of her son's needs. Blueface, for his part, has been equally unhelpful. His public outbursts, while understandable given his son's condition, do little to ensure Junior receives proper care. Blaming Chrisean from behind bars may resonate with his fanbase, but it doesn't translate into tangible support for his child. The cycle of blame and deflection between the two parents has left Junior caught in the crossfire, with no clear path toward the medical attention he likely requires. The involvement of Blueface's inner circle hasn't helped matters. Chrisean's erratic commentary, from celebrating Kian's new relationship to pushing a Megan Thee Stallion narrative, only adds to the dysfunction. WAC 100's attempts to address Junior's health were well-intentioned, but ultimately ignored by Chrisean. Even Charleston White's cruel remarks, while reprehensible, the extent to which this situation has become a public spectacle, with Junior's well-being reduced to fodder for bets and jokes. As for the Megan Thee Stallion rumors, they seem more like wishful thinking on Chrisean's part than a realistic possibility. Megan's career and personal life are worlds apart from Blueface's, and the idea of a rekindled romance feels like a distraction from the real issues. The focus on these side stories only underscores how far removed the conversation has strayed from Junior's well-being. Ultimately, the story of Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and Chrisean Jr. E is a cautionary tale about the dangers of fame, denial, and misplaced priorities. While the public may continue to speculate and debate, the only thing that truly matters is whether Junior will get the help he needs. For now, that remains uncertain, as his parents remain entangled in a web of drama that shows no signs of unraveling.